A 5.5 pound chicken and 1.5 pounds of baby Dutch yellow potatoes. Probably make a fantastic Sunday dinner. And that's what we're about to do in the Ninja Foodie XL Pro air frying oven. We're going to do it all at the same time, actually in the same pan. I've even got some liners I've found that work real well. I'm going to show you. I'm John Sanders. I'm also known as Jelly 007. So let's air fry this whole chicken and those baby yellow potatoes right now. Here is everything we're working with tonight. There is our 5 pound, 5.9 ounce chicken. It came from Sam's Club. 1.5 pounds of baby Dutch yellow potatoes. They're Melissa's. I don't know if that matters. Just baby yellow potatoes. Hey, I love them. Now, I'm not, well, let me say, I'm not sponsored by anybody here, any way, shape, form, or fashion. Just want to get that out of the way. I'm going to rub them, the potatoes and that chicken, with this right here, but you use whatever you have. I would suggest salted butter or just butter. I mean, it really doesn't matter. And then, of course, salt and pepper. I'm going to zest a little bit of lemon zest on it, but if you don't have this, don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. I like it, so I do it. Now, I said I had liners. Here they are. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about them in a minute. I got them at Sam's, and they are actually, well, I'll tell you what, I'll show you right now. They are this right here. They're steam table pan lids, but man, they fit that right there perfectly. And they might fit working a lot of other ways. I just got them today. I saw them today. I bought them. So that's what we're going to be cooking on. I'll quit explaining that. And but what I'm about to do is get this unwrapped, get it cleaned up a little bit, get it rubbed with this butter along with those potatoes, put the chicken right there and the potatoes around it where they will cook in that broth that will come off that chicken. And of course, other stuff I said. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, I kind of wanted to bring you up to speed while my hands were clean because I've had butter all over my hands. I wasn't able to run the camera. But what I did was just let the butter get to really good room temperature. I've had it sitting out most of the day. I put it in here and I did the zest of the lemon and all, and even put a little bit of lemon juice in there. And then mixed it up and I've rubbed it. But now again, don't let the lemon zest and lemon juice bother you. If you don't have it, just put some butter and whatever kind you have and just get it soft where you can rub it real well. Then I put it in on these potatoes and I've got a good bit. I'm not lying, but I love butter and I don't think it will hurt. But what I'm about to do is place these around it. I'm going to put some pepper on it and maybe a little salt because my butter already has a good bit of sea salt in it. So I'm not going to add a lot. But I just wanted to show you where I'm at. I've got my probe in. Again, something you don't have to have. You do need this. If you ask me, you need some type of instant read thermometer. It doesn't have to be this particular one. Just one you can check to make sure that your food's safe to eat. So what I'm about to do is get those potatoes laid around there, and we're going to get this started. I'll be back. All right, right there it is. All I'm going to do is a little bit of black pepper. Now, I will say, if you got anything from, say, seasonal salt or paprika, a lot of people like different, like color. And I do too sometimes. And my favorite is Lawry's. But tonight, pepper, because I've already got salt in that the butter, the sea salt. So we're going to leave it going just like that. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to reach around my camera tripod. I'm going to set this chicken in. Oops. I am on the level I don't want to be on. I'm going to move this to rack level number 2. Y'all bear with me. And I'm going to plug in my probe. Just like that. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to use air fry. I'm not going to use all I'm going to use is air fry. I think that works best. Everybody has an air fryer, so they'll know their air fryer will do this as long as it'll fit in there. I am going to lower that temp to 375. And the time, we're not going to use time because I'm going to use this right here, but I will keep up with the time. And we're going to be looking for, let's see, we got manual pressed. I need 165. Or I'm going to put it, you know what? Yeah, I'll leave it at 165. It's in the breast, so I'm going to let it run to 165 right there, and then that will cut the oven off, although I'll be standing here. But long story short, we are off and running. There is the chicken. I'm going to turn that just a little bit. Hold on. The thermometer right now is reading 44 degrees internal of that chicken. My target's 165. I can press this, and as you can see, it's not preheated, so it's not going to be counting yet, but my temp is 375. I'm kind of saying that for anybody that has this device. That's the way you read it. But I'll be back in a little while, and we'll see how this thing's looking. I took the camera off the tripod to kind of show you what it looks like at 132 degrees, and you can see how good the chicken looks, and it looks excellent. And you can see those potatoes are kind of cooking in that broth. And if I wanted to show you the time, I would press this manual button, and it will say 54 minutes and 3 seconds, and that is where we're at. And I will see y'all in a minute. It'll be done really soon. All right, just for the record, because I have seen this thing jump 4 degrees, and when it does, you can't get the time back. I've seen it jump several degrees, but anyhow, 1 hour and 10 minutes. We're still at, of course, 375, but 1 hour and 10 minutes, and that 5.5 pound chicken and that 1.5 pounds of potatoes are about to be done. Okay, I'm glad that I made that video right there, because like 2 minutes later, it cut off. So we're probably 1 hour and 12 minutes, and I tried to bring it back to where I could show you the time, but it just won't let you. Once it does cook end, you can't get that time back, or I haven't figured out how. Anyhow, I'll call it 1 hour and 1 hour and 12 minutes. So what we're going to do is open it up. We're going to set this to the side, and what I'm going to do is make sure our temps are good, but I feel positive they are, and you can see it is absolutely beautiful. That is exactly what I'm looking for. So we'll take a couple of readings with the thermopen, because that's what we need to do, and that's what we're going to do. And, oh, well, we're plenty there, 180. Now, I'm not where that probe is. That probe is, I just want to make sure we're good where I'm going to read it at. And I'm not going to try, there's 161, 162 in the breast. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cover that with foil, and we're going to let it sit just a minute, and I promise you it'll hit. It's plenty good right now, I promise. That's a perfect temp. So I am going to get that ready. We're going to let it rest just a few minutes. We're going to get it on a plate. And, of course, I got to make my YouTube pictures. But other than that, we're good to go. I'll see you in a minute. It has rested for about 15 minutes. And the highest I have seen is 176. Let's see if I hold it down. And it's still 176. So we're going to call it ready to go. And it looks it, too. I'm going to hold this down a little bit again. But you can see that's a fantastic looking chicken, and it would make a fine presentation for any Sunday dinner table. I'm going to get it on this plate over here, and we're about to cut it up and see how it looks. I'll be back. Okay, I've got all the pictures I need, and we're fixing to open this bird up and see just what it looks like. And right here in front of you. And as you can see, it is super hot, but it looks, I'm going to see if I can hide a little of a mess I can make. You can see it is done, and I assure you, it is good. Now, the potatoes, you know, they're excellent too. Maybe a touch overcooked, not bad. No one would complain about them, I assure you. And they're cooked in that chicken broth. And take my word, they're really good. Let's see what the breast looks like. I like they've done that backwards. I'm going to cut it open, and you can see it is done, as I say, to the bone, and It is, all the way. And, I'm going to call it an hour and 30 minutes if you consider the rest and all that we did. I cooked for about, well, right at 1 hour and 13 minutes, I think it was, the way I had it timed, and then 15 minutes rest. So, nothing wrong with that right there. You can see it's perfect chicken. You won't beat it, I assure you. Potatoes either. And they have the chicken broth, a real chicken broth, not something out of a box, but something out of that chicken. Anyhow, I'm going to cut that up and eat some of it. Then I might go to bed, but y'all know what's coming. If y'all can hit me with a thumbs up, I do appreciate it anytime you do. Hey, I love y'all all. Y'all come back to see me. Have a really good night, and see you later. Bye.